What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about our top diamonds, our best diamonds in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM, and ranking them on a tier list. Now, we've got about 130, I believe, diamonds to go through and rank. A lot of hidden gems, some wild gems, just a little bit of everything. So, again, buckle up because this is probably going to take me a little bit to get through. But again, hopefully it can help you guys out, right? That's my goal of making these types of videos, is to hopefully help you guys out. So we're going to start off the top here, work our way to the bottom. Christian Laettner. For some of these cards that I don't use a ton, I'm also going to be, bringing them up so you guys can see exactly what they get into. For Christian Laettner here, guys, 6'11", good frame. Like, I can't hate on that frame at all. He's going to play solid defense, not great. 88 three ball, 80 speed, defensively okay. He's fine. Is he anything special? No, but he's fine. I guess C tier is probably the right tier. Chicken Man Jack up next. It's sad for Jack because, look, we had a really good Jack in years past. Honestly, if you go back to the past years, like, what year was it where we saw Jack, Marin, and Terry? They literally ran the game. I'm not going to lie. Chicken Man Jack, he's fine. I don't think he's like anything game-breaking perfect. He's fine, right? He can play ball. He's 6'6", hot spots from both corners. But, like, is he going to be the best shot creator in the game? I don't think so. And defensively, he's not going to be anything special. I am going to go C tier. I think that's the right tier for him. He's definitely playable, right? Like, definitely can play at a very high level. It's just, is he that best shooting guard in the game? No. Brook Lopez up next. Is he the same tier as Christian Laettner? That's the question at hand. Different cards for sure, right? Brook Lopez, 7'1". He's got a 90s three ball, but the speed is crazy. The 67 speed definitely is going to limit how high I think I can be on Mr. Brook Lopez. I don't think he's bad. I just don't know because he's got the Brook Lopez base, which obviously isn't ideal, isn't great. That combined with the fact that, again, the speed is just not great. I'm going to leave him at C tier, but I just don't love him. Diamond Marcus Smart, I absolutely love. Now, look, am I as high on Marcus Smart as I once was? Probably not, but I still do like him. 6'4", 6'8 frame, 86 three ball, good driving dunk. The speed is incredible. There's just, when I'm looking at Marcus Smart, honestly, not a whole lot of flaws. And I think that's important to have a card which you can't really say too many negative things about. Look at what he gives you. Badges are good. Dunking ability is good. Defense is good. There's just, in my opinion, not many flaws that somebody can really, find in Marcus Smart. I think he is a super complete card in this game and definitely a point guard, like, if you get, to enjoy, because he is really good. Reggie Lewis up next. He's not the Reggie Lewis of old. Honestly, like, I wish Reggie Lewis was the clutch time Reggie Lewis we had in past years. He just simply isn't. The 73 three ball isn't great. 93 speed. Is that ideal? Yeah, that's honestly really good. But again, you got to take the good with the bad. And I just don't know for Reggie Lewis. I think he's fine. The 73 three ball is too low. He's going C tier. Tom Sanders up next. Another card I just don't know about. Like, again, a lot of these cards, I'm going to go through them with you guys because I don't know. Defensively, he's an absolute beast. Karl Malone base. Decent badges. He's nothing special. At 6'6", it's tough, right? 6'6", small forward. That's really the tough thing for Tom Sanders. I'm going to go C tier. Don May up next, another card I don't think I've ever used, and honestly, I don't think I've ever played against Don May either. 89 three ball, driving dunk's a little low, speed's fine, defense is fine, badge-wise is fine. Larry Bird base is so troll. C tier. He's just not great. Brandon Miller up next. I think I gotta go B tier with Brandon Miller, and that's even me saying B tier because I don't even love what Brandon Miller does provide on the floor. I think he's fine. Just don't love him. Badge-wise, not great. Honestly, I can't go B tier. I wanted to, but his badges stink. Jeremy Lin up next, F tier. I do not care. Did I play against or did I watch Jeremy Lin? I think I watched him in a King of the Court. This card reeks. I do not care what his stats look like. I do not care what his badges look like because the Nick Batum upper is abysmal. It is absolutely, is unusable too unfair to say. I don't think it is in this situation. Like, I don't even like saying unusable because I think, you can get by with using a variety of different cards. This release of Jeremy Lin is abysmal. It's terrible. I don't know if you are getting by with using it. He is F tier, probably the worst card I will talk about today. Kendall Gill up next. I gotta be honest, okay? Kendall Gill offensively is super good. Why? He's got Pro 2. His catch and shoot release is fine. The problem I see with Kendall Gill is his defense isn't great, right? Only 6'5". I mean, his defensive stats aren't bad. Like, Kendall Gill is honestly not bad. Total badges, yes, you could obviously want them to be a little bit better. But the more I look at Kendall Gill, honestly, the more I like him. 95 driving dunk. Good, three ball. Has Pro 2. Basic dribble style, obviously, is troll. But you don't really need to be able to dribble that well anyways. He's got a good catch and shoot release. He's got Pro 2. He's honestly got a lot of things going for him. So I really can't hate on what Kendall Gill does provide for you guys on the floor. If you're running Kendall Gill, I can't hate on it at all. I think a lot of people honestly are running Kendall Gill right now because of that Pro 2. Pro 2 carries people, and for Kendall Gill, he's got some things to go along with Pro 2. The card, really good A tier. Kobe White up next, easy A tier. I mean, Kobe White offensively is super good, and honestly, I don't mind the player build of Kobe White either. Like 6'5", frame, 6'5", wingspan obviously is fine. Decent hotspots. The one red flag that I have with Kobe White is max he's only going to get 21 base badges. That's a big red flag. Honestly, I'm not even going to say it's a little red flag. That is a big red flag in my opinion. Good three ball, good speed, defensively is honestly solid. To me, it's the total badges that are a red flag with Kobe White. That's why I'm going to move him down to B tier, but the card is still good. Luol Deng, I'm going to go B tier as well. I know Luol Deng gets a lot of hype. I just have a hard time with it because I don't necessarily love his release. And again, I don't think offensively he is going to give you a whole ton. Now, again, I don't hate him, but I don't love his release. Offensively, he's not going to give you a ton. He is A tier, though, for sure. His release is troll. Nah, he's A tier, bro. What am I talking about? Luol Deng is definitely A tier. I don't know why I'm throwing him in B tier. The card is definitely A tier. No, I don't think he's, the best small forward in the game. But if you get Luol Deng, he is definitely really solid. Ben Gordon up next. Is he more on the Marcus Smart level or the Kobe White level? Well, I think the tough thing for Ben Gordon is he is only 6'3", right? Like, I think that's tough, right? To really hype up a card that's 6'3", it's just kind of short at this stage. Good three ball, good speed, offensively solid. 80 driving dunk is definitely usable, definitely playable as well. So I do think Ben Gordon is B tier. Total badges are going to be way better than Kobe White, but he is only 6'3", which obviously, again, hurts what the card gives you as far as an overall card. I genuinely just think this is the right spot for him. Again, some people might have him higher. Some people might have him lower. To me, this is the only spot for Ben Gordon. Kirk Hinrich up next. Call me crazy. I'm going A tier. I think with what Kirk gives you as far as total badges, compared to Kobe White, it's enough. Kirk Hinrich is going to have 36 base badges. He's going to have hot spots from everywhere. He's got a good three ball. Defensively, he's going to be very, very, very stout. I mean, there's just really no negatives to Kirk Hinrich at all. Good hot spots, great defense, release is solid, normal leaner is fine, debug dribble style. There's just no flaws in him, and I'm sure there's going to be some people that hate on what this card gives you. But if that's you, I really want to know why. Like, what does Kirk Hinrich not do on the floor? Because for me, I see a full point guard, a full picture Kirk Hinrich, A tier, easy addition. Andre Miller up next. I don't see it with Andre Miller, right? Like, I just don't. Like, you're looking at a card with a 82 three ball. Defense, honestly, isn't that great. I'm going to go D tier. I just don't see it. Lamont Murray up next. Haven't ever actually used the card, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I have. 6'7", good hot spots, good, good three ball. Default swing release isn't necessarily great. I'm gonna go. I think C tier is probably the right tier though. With the Jack Marins, the Brandon Millers of the world, I do think that is ultimately right. Larry Nance up next. This one's a tough one. It's really not tough. He's got to go A tier. I do have to tell you though, the release of Larry Nance is bad. Everything else about Larry Nance is great. I wish he had more total badges. That's one kind of, I don't want to say red flag, but one thing I wish he did. But his dunking is max. His release is good. There's just not many negatives about Larry Nance. I wish his release was just better, because if that was the case, he would be higher. Ron Harper up next. I got to go A tier for Mr. Ron Harper. Defensively, the card's going to be an absolute beast. His catch shoot release is fine. Again, wish he had more total badges, but at 6'6" with a solid release, I mean, the card is really, really, really good on this game. There's just not a whole lot you can say about what he's going to be able to give you on the floor. So definitely have to hype up my man Ron Harper. Austin Carr up next. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea what Austin Carr is going to get into. I'm just being honest. Only 6'4". The three ball isn't necessarily great. Again, I'm not going to hate on him, but at 6'4" with the not great three ball, it's really tough for me to be that hype about him. I mean, genuinely, Austin Carr is actually one of the worst cards on this list. I'm throwing him at F tier. His total badges stink. He's only 6'4". I'm sorry, he is not a card I want to ever use. or have to use. I'm like, it is what it is, but that's just the situation with what I'm seeing right now. I hope to never have to use Austin Carr. The card's not good. Tyson Chandler up next, easy addition into A tier. Some people might argue S tier for him, and if that's you, that's fine. I think A tier is definitely the right spot for him. Here's the deal with Tyson Chandler. Defensively speaking, he's one of the best cards we're going to get into. This 62 3-ball is low, though. Like, I'm sorry. Yes, you can green with it. I played against guys that can green consistently with it, but I'm just telling you, that's just a little low for my personal liking. Now, again, if you're not having issues greening with him, Tyson Chandler's it because his catch and shoot release is solid. Defensively, he's going to be one of the best cards I talk about today. So, again, there's just no negatives if you are consistently greening with that jump shot. I mean, genuinely. The 3-ball is low. The jump shot is good. So, as long as you can get by and knock down shots with Tyson Chandler, there's no negatives. A tier for the card. Marcus Camby, I got to go probably B tier. I don't even know where my Marcus Camby went. Here's the tough thing about Marcus Camby. He is so good, stat-wise, badge-wise. There's only one negative about him. So I can bring up Marcus Camby stats, right? I can bring him up. I can show you, like, yeah, he's going to give you a lot. And I will, right? I'll bring him up, and I'll show you guys, like, yeah, he gives you a lot, a ton. But the one thing about it is he's got literally the worst release on the game. The default big, or not even the default big, the Patrick Ewing upper. It's not even default big, but it's the Patrick Ewing upper that literally is unusable. I'm not even going to sit here and act like it is usable because it's not. Like, it's a terrible release. I still got to go A tier with Marcus Camby because guess what? I still like what Marcus Camby gives you. I still like the fact that, guess what? If you're using Marcus Camby, you've got a card that defensively is going to be one of the best cards in the game, right? Offensively, obviously, again, he does have the ability to shoot it. I guess if you are literally wide open, you can knock it down, I guess. But again, that release is more than a red flag. I just want you guys to know, like, that release, more than a red flag. It is a problem on this game. Antonio McDyess, a lot of people use him, right? Because he was obviously free and you could choose him right away. I don't want to say he's bad because he's obviously not bad, and defensively he's going to be really solid and do a lot for you on the floor. I just think for me personally, when I'm looking at things, it's just that 73 ball with a sluggish release that's just not great. Like, defensively, Antonio McDyess is really good. He's somewhat similar to the guy I just talked about. The only thing is Marcus Camby is just going to be a little bit taller. So honestly, do I think Marcus Camby is better than Antonio McDyess? Yes. Antonio McDyess, B tier. Alex English up next. There's only one spot for Alex English, and it is in A tier. I mean, there's literally only one spot for the card. A tier. 6'8", good frame. Defensively, going to be solid. Offensively, he's got a great release. There's just no flaws in him at all. I mean, 90 driving dunk, good release. I love the Carmelo Anthony base. Just no flaws whatsoever. It just really simply comes down to that. Anytime I've played against Alex English, he has been an absolute problem. Easy addition into A tier. You guys might be wondering, Ty, who's S tier? I don't know at the time I'm recording this. Maybe we'll get to them eventually, but at the time I'm recording this, I don't know if we're going to have an S tier because Alex English has to be about as close as we can get to an S tier card that's not S tier. Like, he is literally so good on this game. I'm just throwing that out there. Jeremy Grant up next. I don't really see it with him. His height isn't really that crazy. The defense obviously is okay. And again, maybe I'm being too negative, but I just don't know if I really see it for Jeremy Grant. I don't think the card's bad per se. I just don't know if I see it. Only 6'7". Defense is fine, just nothing special. Again, I might be too negative on him, and if that's the case, I'll be willing to admit it, but there's just nothing for me that really stands out about Jeremy Grant as I am recording this video. Now, again, that's subject to change. We'll talk about it here in a second, but I don't know, man. To me, he just feels pretty mediocre. We're going C tier. Rip Hamilton, I don't know. Somebody asked me the other day, how do I feel about Richard Hamilton? I don't know because I haven't used him or played against him. Nah, he stinks, bro. He's got to be the worst card. He's F tier. Terrible. Bill Laimbeer up next. The thing with Bill Laimbeer is he's not even horrible. He's not horrible. Like, he's genuinely not, but I don't know how much I can hype him up, you know? Like, 84 3-ball, defensively good, 70 speed is just troll. Throw him right in there with Brook Lopez, honestly. Jonathan Kuminga up next. I think B tier is honestly right. I don't think he's, like, unusable, anything like that. Do I think the card is perfect? No, but I don't think he's unusable. Good speed, defensively solid, 83 ball, max driving dunk. I'm going B tier. I don't think the card's bad. Steven Jackson, I think I've got to go B tier with Steven Jackson as well. Some people, I think HGB hyped up this card to the moon when he first got released. He's fine. Total badges are good. B tier is right. Jay Rich up next. Some people really gas Jay Rich. I think he's a B tier shooting guard. I just think there's a weird part about Jason Richardson's card, and I think it's the upper to his release. He's got a good leaner. His catch-shoot release isn't that bad. He's got max dunking. So you may wonder, Ty, how is Jay Rich bad? He's not bad, but there's just a weird part about the card I don't love. Joe Smith up next. I got to be honest. I don't really know what Joe Smith gets into on this game. He looks like a solid all-around card. The D-Rob release, it's just that Al Horford upper that is going to hold him back, honestly. Like, that is the main problem I see with Joe Smith is that Al Horford upper. I still am going to go B tier with the card. Billy Owens is incredible. You will never hear me hate at all on Billy Owens at all, because the card is elite on this game. There's nothing negative that I can say about a Billy Owens card that from top to bottom is going to be incredible. 6'9", hotspots from 3 out of 5, my fault, places around the arc. 83 ball is fine. Comes with a solid enough release. You guys can see here the default swing Pro 2. I mean, there's just no flaws in Billy Owens. This card is so good, so complete on this game. Is he one of the best shooting guards that we'll talk about today? Honestly, yes. Billy Owens is A tier. Jalen Green up next. I think B tier. I think he fits exactly what I'm looking for in a B tier caliber of a point guard. He's not bad. Defensively, he's fine. Total badges. Again, I talk about total badges a lot because it's important, right? Like, he's got, what, 22, so he gets 27 total badges. That's not bad, right? You can use that. He's fine. 6'4" is a little undersized for my liking. You could maybe go C tier with Jalen Green. I'm going C tier with Jalen Green. He's not terrible, though. Vernon Maxwell, I have absolutely no idea. He's a card that might even be F tier. Like, I'm just genuinely being serious. He's not that bad. He is D tier, though. The card stinks. I'm not putting you at C tier when you are as bad as Vernon Maxwell is. I'm sorry. I'm not willing to gas card like Vernon Maxwell. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. Tyrese Halliburton up next. Some people really like Tyrese this year. Honestly, some people are really just so excited about what Halliburton gives you. To me, first thing I see, 26 base badges is fine. Great playmaking badges, great shooting badges. Offensively, he should be good. Obviously, release is still going to be a little bit of a problem, but with no dip should be fine. Release-wise, probably pretty troll. Hot spots from everywhere. He's B tier. I mean, he's a good point guard. I don't think he's A tier, though. Until somebody shows me that he's A tier, I'm going to go B tier Halliburton, but he doesn't look bad. Miles Turner up next. He's got to go A tier. Here's the thing with Miles Turner. He gives you a great stretch big on this game, right? He's not as good as like the Jack Sigmas of the world, but he gives you a great stretch big option. So if you don't have Jack Sigma, I really do like Miles Turner, man. He's a threat from deep. He has an 88 3 ball. You should never miss with it. From top to bottom, I just like what the card gives you. I think he's a really good big man on this game. Derek McKee up next. Really hyped him when he came out. I do think ultimately B tier is probably right. Again, I hyped him up because I like the Amic Derek McKee, and I don't think he's bad, but I just think I hyped him up too much. And I'll take responsibility for it. He's a solid card, gets 23 base badges up to 28 if you fully badge him. Stat-wise, incredibly good, 6'10". The more I look at him, the more I really like him, though, honestly. And I'm not going to go higher than B tier because I do think Larry Nance side-by-side is probably better. But just know I like Derek McKee a lot on this game. So I just want y'all to know that. Like, the card is really, really, really good. Billy Knight up next. Some people love him. Some people use him. Do I love him? I think, again, he's fine. I just don't necessarily see how people gas him up to the Kendall Gill level. He's not that good. He's a B tier type of shooting guard on this game. Definitely a card that you can use and have success with. I'm not saying he's totally useless, but I don't think he is an A tier caliber card. Clark Kellogg up next. Let's see. I have absolutely no idea what this card gets into whatsoever. Good defense. Total badge is solid. I mean, I can't really hate. Good release. The Al Horford upper again is just so troll. I didn't really realize this many people had that Al Horford upper, and I'm just kind of confused. Why does 2K give that Al Horford upper to everybody? It's confusing to me. C tier, I guess, is where I'm at with him. CP3 up next. I am going to go B tier with Chris Paul. I mean, you guys can hate on me if you want, but his leaner is so good. He is so tough to defend. His total badges are good. Chris Paul is good on this game. I'm going to go B tier. Don't hate me. Hate the game. Jamal Crawford up next. Another interesting card here. Defensively, not great. Total badges aren't great. People tell me Jamal Crawford's good. Show me is all I've really got to say on it. I'm going C tier with Mr. Jamal Crawford. I do not see it with the card. Corey Maggette up next. He looked pretty solid when he dropped. To me, I just don't know how I can get higher than like a J Rich. He looks good though. I like Corey Maggette, but he's B tier to me. Danny Manning up next. Release looks pretty troll. I do think probably B tier is where he's at, but again, I just don't think I can be that high on a guy like Danny Manning. Again, I think he's fine. but I think B tier is probably the right option. That Magic Amari Upper, it just kind of, I mean, it seems troll to me. Austin Reeves up next. I'm going C tier. I got Austin Reeves, and I will never use this card again. I tried to move with, honestly, this card is worse, bro. This card is D tier. Austin Reeves stinks on this game. I got him. I tried to use him. He stinks. His badges aren't good. I'm not even going to sit here and try to gas him. He's D tier. AC Green up next. There's only one place AC Green can go, and that is into A tier. Again, who is going to go into my S tier? At the time I'm recording this, I don't even know, right? I don't know, but AC Green's incredibly tough to defend against. Like, I've played against the card. He's really good. He's 6'9". He's got a good jump shot. Defensively, he's a beast. Wish he had more total badges. Absolutely. If you want to complain about AC Green, complain about the total badge count. I agree 100% with that part of the, that the card could be better. But again, from top to bottom, I really like what I see out of AC Green. I think, if you get the card, you're probably going to enjoy using him. He is so easy to use on this game as well. Michael Cooper up next. I mean, another card that I just think is fine. I think, people might gas Michael Cooper. I just think it's kind of tough to do. And there have been times in my past that I've gassed Michael Cooper, for sure. Just don't know if this card's it. 15 total badges. Is that really what we're looking for at this stage? I don't know, man. I would like more total badges at this stage. And obviously defensively, he's going to be a beast. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's, a total, worthless scrub, because that's not the case. But I just think from my perspective, I'd want more total badges if I'm going to gas a card up. To me, I don't really see it with Michael Cooper at all. I'm honestly going to move him down to C tier. And again, this is just my opinion. So if you guys really like Michael Cooper, that's fine. Go ahead and use him. It's just my opinion. The lack of total badges to me is a red flag for the card. Byron Scott, played against him a couple times. The card's actually really good. He's borderline A tier. I'm going to go B tier, but he is absolutely borderline A tier here. The thing for me that I see with Byron Scott is just a bucket getter at the point guard position. Like a card that if you struggle to get buckets, he is absolutely going to be the answer to your problems. And I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. I mean, you're looking at a point guard, 18 total badges, which there were more. I mean, this card's honestly not that. He's honestly not that good, but I've got him at B tier. And I know people are going to be like, Todd, Kobe White needs to be moved higher. And maybe I do, but it's like the total badges stinks on him. I don't know. I feel like Kobe White is at the top of this list, but 16 base badges is crazy in my opinion. Rudy LaRusso up next. I don't know. This one's tough for me because, again, it's just like the dude is a power forward at 6'8". And look, I run Pascal Siakam, so I know what it's like to run undersized power forwards on this game. Rudy LaRusso is not bad at all. I actually don't hate him at all. He's going to go B tier. He's just undersized, which, I mean, you can get by with. Like, undersized, but he's not bad. I mean, he's fine. Jaren Jackson Jr. up next. A tier for sure, borderline S tier. One of your best cards on the game. The problem is literally nobody gets Jaren Jackson Jr. at all. Let me see if I didn't think I showed anything. Okay. Let's see what Jaren Jackson Jr. gets into. Again, at 6'10". Defensively, he's just going to be an absolute nightmare to play against. 29 base badges. Gets literally every badge in the game. Jaren A tier for sure, borderline S tier. Mike Miller up next. I don't see it with Mike Miller. And again, I know he's going to shoot the ball well. I know his height is good. But at the end of the day, he's 6'8". He's got good hot spots. But at some stage, you got to be able to play some defense, right? And Mike Miller is just not great defensively. But the card's actually not bad. The more I look at Mike Miller, the more I actually really do like the card. At 6'8", good hot spots. I mean, B tier is the right tier for him for sure. Chris Bosh up next, he's not good. C tier. Like, I'm not even going to pull up his player card. The card's not good. Ronnie Cycli up next. B tier is where he has to go. Not a bad card at all, but he's definitely got to go get, at that B tier. It just comes down to, are you consistently greening with this card? If you are, you could maybe even argue A tier. I just don't know if I would consistently green with him. That's why I'm going to go B tier with the card, but he's definitely not bad. Glenn Robinson up next. This one's going to split the community. Is he A tier? I'm going to go A tier. I'm going to. I think you could make that argument because at the end of the day, Glenn's got a pro leaner. His release isn't necessarily that great, but his badges are fantastic. I like Glenn. I'm going A tier. Terry Cummings up next. Don't necessarily think he's that perfect on this game. I love Terry Cummings last year. This year, not quite as good. He's still fine. Still probably deserves B tier, but I don't love him as much as I have in the past. Paul Pressey up next. Some people have gassed him in some of my videos, stuff like that. The card defensively is a beast. 6'5", decent release, has Pro 2. I mean, Paul Pressey is good. I think I did a video on him recently or talked about him in one of my videos. He's definitely really good. Borderline A tier, honestly. Like, I think I actually... Wait, let me look at something. Paul Pressey, I feel like has to go A tier, right? Like, he has to. What can the card not do? I don't even know. I lost my Paul Pressey. He's got to go A tier. with what it gives you on the floor, I'm going A tier. I don't care. I like the card. I do. Junior Bridgman, I have him. He's a literal badge. The card stinks. C tier. Marquise Johnson, I mean, again, it just comes down to like, what are these cards really doing for me? He's doing nothing defensively. He's a garbage man. I'm gonna go D tier. I mean, you just do nothing. Andrew Wiggins, A tier. Nobody can ever hate on Andrew Wiggins in my videos. I love him. I think defensively he's solid. His catch and shoot release, I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like it's perfect, but I do think it is solid enough. He's gonna play good defense. He's gonna knock down shots. Like, overall, the card is solid, right? I'm not going to sit up here and act like he's anything crazy, but overall, the card is definitely solid. He's going to get the job done. Green shots, plays good defense. There's nothing really to hate on, you know, when I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins. He has a fade going right, great driving dunk. I'll always love Andrew Wiggins in this game. Tom Gugliotta, A tier. One of the more annoying guys to play against. There's just some reason that Tom moves so crazy on this game. Definitely A tier. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do wish he had more total badges, though. That is one thing I definitely do wish. Doug West, the only thing he's good for is he's a Diamond Timberwolves player. Outside of that, he's not very good. C tier. Devin Harris, not great. Probably D tier, honestly, on this game. Kenyon Martin, not bad. C tier. Nothing special about him, though, honestly, on this game. Keith Van Horn, I'm going to go B tier. He's fine. Nothing crazy. Going to shoot the ball really, really, really well. Derek Coleman, interesting card. I'm going to go B tier with him. I just think his release stinks, but his 3-ball is super high. So just kind of a weird situation there. Buck Williams. I want to pull up Buck Williams on 2KDB to show you guys something, because he is definitely an interesting card. The 68 3-ball stinks, but defensively he's so good. He just doesn't have enough badges for me to really love him. I think that's really the problem for Mr. Buck Williams. C tier is probably the right spot. PJ Brown up next. He is definitely A tier. Again, anybody in A tier, you guys can run at the highest level. I might have to move some guys up eventually. PJ Brown's an absolute stud. Julius Randle, not great. C tier probably is where I'm at with him. RJ Barrett's incredible on this game. If you don't know, Splash literally makes him look like the best player on the game. A tier definitely for RJ Barrett. That pro leaner is tough. Amari Stoudemire, I really don't like on this game. And I feel like Amari is always a card that 2K gives us at the start of the year that I really do not like. Cheers, no different. Badges stink. You are going D tier. Al Harrington up next. This one's tough. I think he's a low A tier player. He's definitely A tier, but I think he's on the lower side. Look, I know his release is going to be good, but if that's all he gives me, I think it's tough to compare him to like the PJ Browns of the world. He definitely is A tier though. Latrell Sprewell, I shouldn't even rank him. The only reason to get Latrell Sprewell is for KG, but he's fine, B tier. Like, the card's objectively fine. Willis Reed, one of your best power forwards on the game. Probably my favorite card right now at A tier. The card's like 500,000 MT, but if you find a way to get Willis Reed, you've got literally the best power forward on the game. Richie Gearin up next. Probably, again, this one's tough. I think I've got to go A tier because like, offensively, he is literally crazy, and his total badges are good, but he is only 6'4". I think I like him more than Kobe White, so I am going to go A tier with Richie Gearin. Jeff Green. I just hate the release of Jeff Green. I like his total badges. I think I objectively got to put him at A tier, but that catch and shoot release stuff, it just stinks. So if you get Jeff Green, just know that catch and shoot release is going to hold the card back. Jalen Suggs up next, definitely A tier. Defensively, he's literally light years ahead of a lot of players on this list. Definitely A tier for Jalen Suggs. Aaron Gordon, gotta go A tier as well. Just such a complete card on this game. Again, I got so many cards to get through. I'm gonna try to somewhat speed this thing up. Jonathan Isaacs, gotta go A tier as well. I hate his catch and shoot release, but other than that, the card is so good. Gotta go A tier. Ben Simmons, I'm gonna go B tier. Look, I know defensively he's gonna be ridiculous. But for me, when I'm looking at Ben Simmons, I see a card that offensively is a liability. He's a liability offensively, so he's going to go B tier. I'm sorry, but that's where I'm at with him. Michael Carter-Williams, A tier. There really is not anything that needs to be said about it. He is literally ridiculous on this game. A tier for MC Dub. Hersey Hawkins stinks. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and gas Hersey Hawkins. C tier probably for the card. Doug Collins, honestly, I have no idea. Like, this is a card I've never seen. I've never played against, I don't think. Defensively, he stinks. Total badges, he's not good. Honestly, I'm going to leave him in D tier. That's fine. Steve Mix up next. I feel like I've seen somebody run Steve Mix recently. I feel like I have. Defensively, fine. Al Horford release. I mean, bro, what are we doing? C tier, I guess. It's just the release that just is crazy. Boris Diaw up next. Total badges are good. The release stinks. He's undersized. I'm gonna go low B or low A. I'm gonna move some cards up to S. I think I've got to when it comes down to where we're at right now. I'm gonna move MC Dub up. I feel like I'm gonna move, let's see, who else do I really like? Jaren has to be S tier. Willis Reed definitely has to be S tier. S tier is going to be the select few, though. So I think I like this a little bit more because, again, I got to make S tier the elite of the elite. Eddie Johnson, not great. C tier. Walter Davis, another card that's not great whatsoever. C tier. Again, these cards are just very mediocre. Paul Westphal. I feel like Paul Westphal is decent, right? And I honestly don't think the card is that crazy, expensive. So, again, let me just pull this up for you guys so you guys can see what Paul Westphal gets into because I feel like he's decent. Badge-wise, decent. Defensively, he's going to be solid. Like, I just don't see the negative sides of what Paul Westphal is going to do. 6'4". I think B tier is definitely the right tier. Anything higher than that, I think obviously you're gassing him. Anything lower than B tier, though, I honestly feel like you're low-key disrespecting what Paul Westphal can do on the court for you. Like, say I'm gassing it, but I genuinely believe he's fine. He's fine on this game. Charlie Scott up next, another point guard. I have no idea what he gets into. Literally no clue. Like, I couldn't even guess what this card gets into on the floor. Let's see. 6'5", 80. I mean, he's not bad. It's just the total badges leave something to be desired. I'm going to go C tier. Like, the total badges have to be better if I'm going to sit up there and gas you. I'm sorry. But if I'm going to have that same rule for Jamal Crawford, who I maybe am too low on, Charlie Scott, you got to go C tier. CJ McCollum, heard decent things about you. You're going to go C tier, though. You're just too undersized. I get it. Offensively, he might be able to give you some things. But as far as an overall card, he's still going to be just tough to get to, in my opinion. It's just where I'm at right now. Nick Batum up next. The thing about Batum is this. Like, defensively, he is so good. As far as the complete card, he is so good. But his release stinks, man. I'm telling you, it's tough because I want to gas Nick Batum, but I literally can't. Like, he's good, but that release holds him way back on this game. So I'm sorry for Nick Batum, but I can't even be as high, on you as I want to. I just can't. You gotta go at C tier. I'm sorry for Nick Batum, but that's where you gotta go. Clifford Robinson up next. I'm gonna go B tier. It's like, do I gotta go B tier? Here's the comparison, right? How does he compare to Marcus Camby? That's the question of the day, because if I'm gonna hype up Marcus Camby with a bad release, then guess what? I gotta hype up Clifford Robinson with a bad release. Defensively, literally so good. The default big, I'm throwing him at A tier. I don't care. I think with as good defensively as he is, he has got to go in that A tier. I'm sorry. I value defense a lot on this game. I think he is that good. Kermit Washington up next. He's not great this year. He's not. I'm gonna go C tier. I mean, maybe you could argue higher, but like the thing for me with Kermit Washington is he's got a 67 3 ball. So my thing is, like, are you consistently greening with it? If you are, sure, hype him up to where you want to. I can't hate on it if you're consistently greening with that 3 ball, but that 3 ball definitely is low and definitely leaves something to be desired. Rudy G up next, A tier. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you get Rudy, he should be playing for you. Easy addition into that A tier for me. Next up here, let's see. What do we got next? Tyreke Evans. I mean, does he gotta go S tier? I think he does. Okay, I accidentally moved AC Green up. I think Tyreke Evans, wherever the card is at this stage, he's gotta go S tier, I think. The thing for me with Tyreke Evans is he worth his price? I would say no, but he is one of the more annoying guys to play against on this game because defensively he's so good. DeJounte Murray definitely got to go A tier. Thing about DeJounte Murray is he's a little more fun card to use, less defense, more offense, A tier. DeMar DeRozan, not great this year at all. He's going C tier. Danny Green, really solid card. The problem is I saw him in Carlos' hands, so, I mean, obviously he's not going to look as good as he should. Danny Green's pretty solid, though. I think I gotta go A tier, right? Like, is that gassing him, though? Let me see something real quick. I think that may be gassing him. Total badge is good. 3 ball good. Defense good. Speed with ball is slightly low. I think he's got to go low A, though. I think that's where he belongs. Bruce Bowen is so good on this game. If you have Bruce Bowen and aren't running him, try to run him again, because I'm telling you, he is borderline S tier. I'm not throwing him at S tier, but he is literally that good on this game. All right, we're starting to wind things down here. Tom Chambers, release stinks. B tier. Can't go any higher than that. Jack Sigma, I got to do what I got to do. I know it's a diamond. Pink diamond's better and free, but Jack Sigma has to go S tier. Look, I'm telling you, there's no difference between the pink diamond and the diamond. So, like, just run Jack Sigma. You're going to love him. And it all starts and ends with that release. Has probably the best big man release in the entire game. Lee Schaefer up next. Just another card that, like, I have no idea on, man. And again, you guys might know what these cards get into. 6'7", total badges is fine. Jalen Green base, normal leaner. Like, the card isn't even unusable, honestly. Like, he isn't that bad, but when I'm looking at it, he's probably just, what, B tier? Like, I think B tier is probably right, but I don't know. He's fine. 6'7" frame, defensively okay. Again, I can't really hate on what he's going to give you as far as an overall card on this game. Next up here, we see Scotty Barnes. He's fine for a diamond. I can't really hate on what Scotty Barnes gives you. Is he above B tier? I mean, probably A tier. I think he's in between A and B. I'm going to go A tier with him. I think that's low-key gassing him slightly, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and I think Scotty Barnes probably deserves to be an A tier more than he deserves to be in that B tier. Next up, Thurl Bailey. I got to go A tier for Thurl. I know his release kind of stinks, but at the end of the day, with his 6'11 frame, that's just where he belongs, and you guys may disagree with me on that, and that's fine if you do, but I think with his frame, that ability, you got to go A tier. Sharif, this one's tough too. I gotta go A tier with Sharif, man. I think with what he gives you as far as an overall card, his badges, all of those types of things, I gotta go A tier. If you don't want to go A tier with Sharif, I get it, man. Like, I get it, but I think as far as an overall card, he's probably low A, but I still think the card is objectively an A tier small forward, power forward on this game. Rui Hachimura, another A tier card. Rui was really bad last year because of his release, was basically made him unusable. This year, he's usable. Not necessarily, you know, game-breaking good offensively, but he's usable offensively, which means the card is a usable overall card. So definitely don't hate Rui at all in this game. Definitely a card that you guys can play and compete with for sure. Definitely like what Mr. Rui gets into as far as an overall card. Next up on this list, Bradley Beal. I'm going to go C tier. He's just too undersized. He's definitely an offensive bucket getter, but he's just too undersized. Kwame Brown, A tier. If I could consistently green with Kwame Brown, he'd be S tier. I'm just throwing it out there. I love Kwame's stats. I just do not consistently green with him. So how am I supposed to love a card that I don't consistently green with? I can't. He's A tier, but borderline S tier if I could consistently green with him. Juwan Howard, B tier. He's fine. Nothing special. Rex Chapman is really good. The thing for me, the question is Rex Chapman A tier? I think he's A tier for sure, with especially since I got like Tyreek Evans and MC Dub at S tier. Rex Chapman is a tier below that, but he definitely is an A tier caliber, you know, option for you guys. I'm just throwing that out there. He's solid, dunks the ball on everybody. Jeff Rulin, y'all remember the diamond Jeff Rulin from early on last year, or was it 2 years ago? I don't remember, but early on last year, Jeff Rulin could hold it down, man. Like, he was fine. Not necessarily the best card in the game. Not gonna sit here and act like that, but he was fine. At this stage, though, he's just not great. Probably C tier is where he belongs. Rick Mahorn. I mean, I have absolutely no idea where this card belongs. I'm just throwing this out there. I mean, can somewhat shoot. Defensively, he's fine. I'm going D tier. Like, I'm sorry. Am I consistently knocking down shots with Rick Mahorn? Honestly, probably not. Just being honest. DeMarcus Cousins has a 3-ball, but he's just too slow. C tier. I mean, throw him right in there with Brook Lopez. Different cards for sure, right? Obviously, Brook Lopez has more height, but just both cards defensively are not going to be great. Michael Ray Richardson up next. I'm going to go B tier. I think he's fine. Don't think the card's that next level good. Do think B tier is probably that middle ground of being that right spot for Mr. Michael Ray Richardson, where he's good. But again, I just don't think he's great, you know, per se. D12 Diamond, C tier. Defensively, he's really good. Offensively, literally unusable. So take that for what it's worth. B-Roy up next. B-Roy actually is decent on this game. Is he B tier? Is he A tier? I think that's the only question mark. I think I've got to go A tier just because of his offense. But again, I do think it's a question to be asked. Is he B tier? Is he A tier? I'm going to go low A for Mr. B-Roy. Goran Dragic up next. I don't know, man. C tier. The card's just not great. Danny Granger is actually really good on this game. Question is B tier or A tier? I think with as good offensively as he is, I mean, I got to go A tier, but I don't necessarily love having to go A tier with him. So I'm kind of in this middle ground with him. If you want to go B tier, if you want to go A tier with Granger, that's fine. I'm going A tier though. Rather go too high than too low with him. Serge Ibaka is B tier. People want to gas Serge. He's fine. He's B tier. Pascal Siakam. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. And that's okay. Because I love Spice Speed. Okay? I'm going to go A tier. Spice Speed. I think the card's good. Sam Cassell up next. I don't know. Like, for Sam Cassell, I'm going to go C tier. The Ascension reward, he's not great. Michael Redd up next. I don't know. Even for Michael Redd, it's just like, what is the card really giving us on the court? I don't know. Like, y'all can tell me. What is Michael Redd really giving you guys on the floor? I don't know. I guess I'm going to go D tier. I don't love him on this game. Yao Ming, an interesting card to rank. He is 7'6". I mean, what does that ability look like in game? I don't know. I'm going to go B tier. I mean, I'm going to go A tier with Yao. He's 7'6", and his stats honestly aren't that terrible. I'm going to go A tier. Stephon Castle. The more I look at Stephon Castle, the more I love the card. I'm going S tier with him. I don't know if this is right, but the more I look at Stephon Castle, the more I like him. Jalen Johnson up next. B tier. He's fine. Not game-changing good, but he definitely is fine. Jaime Jaquez Jr. up next. I don't know, man. B tier probably for Jaime. He's just undersized, but outside of that, he can play. He definitely is undersized. I'm not going to argue that, but that's really the only downside to the card that I at least see. I think as far as elsewhere, like, he can play and definitely compete at a decently high level. So I don't mind Jaime at all on this game. I get it, right, if you don't necessarily love him because he's undersized, but I'm going to go B tier. Bazelis up next. Bazelis is great. He's got to go A tier. I mean, you could argue S tier. I think A tier is perfect. I think he fits in with that A tier meta that I'm getting into. I like him, obviously, more than a lot of people because I have him and use him, but A tier is probably where he belongs. Asar Thompson, honestly, is not that great, like, on this game. I thought he'd be better. I'm going to go C tier. Like, they did something bad to Asar. I don't know. The card was a letdown. Like, you'd think Asar would be super good on this game. He's honestly not that good. Jared Allen, C tier, not great. Dyson Daniels, S tier. Literally one of the best point guards on this game. Here's the deal. At the point guard position, if you get anybody at S tier, count yourself blessed, right? Tyreke Evans is crazy expensive, right? I mean, rest of the cards obviously are good. Hidden gems, you got to get lucky. It's that simple, that easy. Gerald Green, I feel like this card's really rare. Am I wrong? Like, how many people have y'all seen with Gerald Green? I feel like there's none up. Maybe that's me, but I feel like there's none up. Normal leaner, he's fine. I think B tier is probably the right spot for the card. He's nothing special. Derek Lively up next. The 73 ball is troll, but I do think he is C tier. Like, I think if you get Derek Lively, you got to play him because I think he is one of the best centers in the game right now at A tier. Covington, A tier, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I love the Covington release. Defensively, he's going to be incredible. A tier definitely for Mr. Rocco. Gallinari up next. I mean, 11 Assassin has Gallo and makes him look decent. But am I wrong for putting him at B tier? I just don't necessarily think Gallo is that crazy. Like, am I wrong? Maybe I need to look at Danilo Gallinari again, but 11 Assassin makes him look incredible, but the card's not that good. He is B tier, like, for sure. Zion up next. He's just way too small. I'm sorry. I'm going to go C tier. He's just way too small for me to really hype up on this game. And I know there might be a lot of people. There's probably a lot of you guys out there who have Zion. So I know I'm going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. But at the end of the day, he's just too small for me to really hype up. That's going to wrap it up for our tier list today. From top to bottom, we got a lot of people ranked. 150 nearly people ranked on this list. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.